Portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by SFG Medicare. On today's episode of Medicare Tips with Andrew Price, we're going to be talking about tips that can save you money on your Medicare plan and hospital bills. Good morning, Andrew. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
What is the biggest fear that people have right now when it comes to Medicare?
Well, not surprisingly, it's the hospital. And the reason that is when you go to the hospital, you're never really sure what your actual bill is going to be.
Right.
I mean, it could be $5,000 or it could be $500,000.
And you know, that's why most people have insurance, is to take care of those large hospital bills.
It is, and that's why people carry insurance, so you don't have those big bills. But insurance has always been really confusing, and if people aren't really sure, how it's going to pay or how it works, then they get scared.
So how can people have better peace of mind when it comes to hospital stays and hospital bills?
Well, one thing is having a good agent, having someone that you can call and ask questions and review your bills. I had a lady call me the other day that was going to go have an EKG.
Right.
That's not something that's listed on the plan in the print. So she called me, said, hey, I'm going to have an EKG. What can I expect? I was able to look it up, tell her, and give her the peace of mind she needed.
How can people know what to expect to maybe have a little more peace of mind than even what we talked about just then?
So the easiest way to do that is you can actually get a plan that will pay your hospital copays. It's called a hospital indemnity plan. So your hospital insurance pays most of your most of your bills, but there's always a little bit left over. So we offer what's called a hospital indemnity plan that will actually pay your copays, so you don't have to pay anything when you go to the hospital.
Now, is there any way that you can cover all of your hospital bills?
Well, there's a couple different plans. One is a Medicare supplement. A Medicare supplement will cover most of the bills. The most economical way to do that is to get a zero plan and then add that other hospital indemnity plan to it.
Now, are those plans very expensive?
They're actually not. Your average hospital indemnity plan usually runs around $30 a month.
Right. And you were telling me off camera, people will have questions. I'm sure when they watch this, they're going to have questions. You've got some seminars coming up.
I do. So I'm doing about 3 seminars a month all year. And I'm going to different cities in the Tri-Cities. This last week I was in Elizabethton and Greenville. This week I'm in Johnson City. Next month I'm doing Bristol and Kingsport. And
during those seminars, I'm sure that you want people to call you. And we're going to give that information here in just a second. But during those seminars, you're going to give them a lot of the information they're going to have questions about.
Yeah, so during the seminars, those are what we call educational events. And at an educational event, I do my best to educate you.
Right.
And Medicare has a lot of rules what I can and cannot do.
Right.
At an educational event is not anything to do with sales. So you can come out without any expectation of being pressured to do anything and just get educated.
When people come to you, and I may be putting you on the spot here just a little bit, but when people come to you, what is the #1 question that they have about Medicare?
I mean, usually it's what's the best plan.
Right.
And the problem with Medicare or any medical plan is there's not a best plan. Everybody has different doctors, everybody has different drugs, even spouses. One plan will fit one spouse a little bit better than another spouse, and I'll put them on different plans because I represent multiple different plans out here in the Tri-Cities.
And you're going to help them find the plan that's going to do best for them.
Yes, so I ask questions and I do what's called need-based planning.
Right.
So I look at what their needs are. I don't have one thing I just sell everybody.
All right, Andrew Price, thanks so much. Great information, and he can give you even more information. Medicare Tips with Andrew is monthly here on Daytime Tri-Cities, but if you have a question, we have a phone number on the screen right now for you to call him. He would love to hear from you today. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by SFG Medicare.